Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from the Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 2, Contents of the Gita summarized, text number 31 onwards. Swadharmam api cha vikshya na vikampitum arhasi dharmyadhi yuddha shreyavanyat kshatriyasya na vidyate. Since text number 31 through 38 is a common theme, so we are going to read all the verses and then the translations all together, and then I shall give the explanation. Yadrichaya chopapannam Swargadwaram apavritam Sukhinah kshatriyah partha Labhante yuddhamidrisham Atha chetvam imam dharmyam Sangramam na karishyasi Tatah swadharmam kirtim cha Hitva papam avapsisi Akirtim chapi bhutani Kathayishyanti te avyayam Sambhavitasya chakirtir maranad atirichyate Bhayadranaduparatam mamashante tvam maharathaha Yesham cha tvam bahumato bhutva yasyasi laghavam Avacyavadamscha bahun vadayishyanti tavahitaha Nindantastava samarthyam tato dukkhataram nukim Hato va prapsyasi swargam jitva va bhokshyase mahim Tasmaduttishta kaunteya yuddhaya krita nishchayah Sukha dukkhe same kritva labha labho jaya jayo Tato yuddhaya yujyasva Naivam papam avapsisi. Considering your specific duty as a Kshatriya, you should know that there is no better engagement for you than fighting on religious principles, and so there is no need for hesitation. O Partha, happy are the Kshatriyas to whom such fighting opportunities come unsought, opening for them the doors of the heavenly planets. If, however, you do not perform this religious duty of fighting, then you will certainly incur sins for neglecting your duties and thus lose your reputation as a fighter. People will always speak of your infamy, and for a respectable person, dishonor is worse than death. The great generals who have highly esteemed your name and fame will think that you have left the battlefield out of fear only, and thus they will consider you insignificant. Your enemies will describe you in many unkind words and scorn your ability. What could be more painful for you? O son of Kunti, either you will be killed on the battlefield and attain the heavenly planets, or you will conquer and enjoy the earthly kingdom. Therefore, get up with determination and fight. Do thou fight for the sake of fighting, without considering happiness or distress, loss or gain, victory or defeat, and by doing so you shall never incur sin. So Krishna, till text number 30, has explained the identity. That is, we are the souls, spiritual beings living within the body. And now, the souls which have accepted bodies in this world, what are their dharmas or duties? The word dharma does not mean Hindu dharma, Muslim dharma, Islam, Christianity, Sikhism. These are different types of faith. The actual definition of dharma is that which is one's constitutional position or constitutional nature. For example, dharma of sugar is to be sweet. If it is not sweet, it is no longer sugar. Dharma of water is to be liquid. If it is not liquid, it is no longer water. Similarly, dharma of every soul is only one: to love God and to serve God and to serve everyone and love everyone in relation to Him. But however, when the soul is given a body in this material world, it has another dharma. So text number 31 through 53, Krishna is describing two types of dharmas for a human being. One is called Swadharma and the other one is called Sanatan Dharma. Swadharma is described from text number 31 to 38. 39 to 53 talk about the Sanatan Dharma. What is Swadharma, which we shall be discussing in today's podcast? Swadharma means our prescribed duties towards our friends, family, and society. And then Krishna talks about the benefits of performing this dharma and also what happens if we don't perform our prescribed duties properly. So Swadharma, our duties towards friends, family, society. We find ourselves in a particular situation and we have to do our duty, however inconvenient or uncomfortable it might be to perform. Here Arjuna, as a Kshatriya, he has a duty to fight, to protect the innocent. If he wasn't a Kshatriya, Krishna wouldn't have forced him to fight. But he was a Kshatriya, it was his dharma to protect the innocent, to destroy the demonic, to punish the wrongdoers. And if he did not perform his prescribed duty, Krishna says he would incur sin. Arjuna was thinking that if he fought, he would incur sin. Here Krishna is saying that if you don't fight and do your duty as a Kshatriya, you would incur sin. So you see, Kshatriya is not supposed to behave like a coward. He has a duty and he cannot run away from that. Like a policeman cannot run away from protecting the citizens from a criminal in the name of so-called compassion. It's his duty to protect, otherwise do not wear the uniform of a policeman. And one must remember that while we have to perform our duty, it is not going to be easy. So many responsibilities we have to carry out in this world, as a husband, as a wife, as a son, as a daughter, as a mother-in-law, as a daughter-in-law. And sometimes people easily give up. Oh, I can't handle this. But where is it written that if you perform your duty, it will be easy always? Duty does not guarantee comfort. But if you perform it, it does guarantee happiness and satisfaction in the long run. And even in this world, if we do good, if we perform our duties properly, resultant happiness is guaranteed. Because whatever we invest in this world through our words and actions, it has to come back to us as per the law of karma. Just because others are not performing their prescribed duties should not discourage us also from performing our prescribed duties, because all of us will be judged based on our individual words and actions. So let others do whatever they want to do. However difficult it might be, we must do our duty. A mother, before a girl becomes a mother, she has her own life. She can go out whenever she wants and do whatever she likes, eat whatever she likes. But when she becomes a mother, it's not a comfortable in one sense position, because she has to sacrifice so much, stay awake all night, have to be 24/7 by her child. But because she is performing her duty, it might not be comfortable physically, mentally, it could be taxing, but it does bring a lot of satisfaction, does bring a lot of rewards in the long run when the child is properly taken care of. So human life is actually meant for investment in the future life. Sometimes we make the wrong choices at present, not understanding that how our present choices are affecting our future as much as our past choices have affected our present. So we have to be very, very strict and dedicated. Whatever situation the Lord has put us in, it is just the best for our growth, and we should do whatever needs to be done and never run away from our responsibilities, because sometimes if there is some stress, we try to escape, but wherever we escape, the amount of stress that is destined for us will follow us in some way or the other. So escapism is not the process. The process is to do our duty and tolerate whatever inconveniences, whatever happiness and distress comes on the way. And what happens? As Krishna tells Arjuna, if you fight, you are in a win-win situation. If you win, you will enjoy the prosperous kingdom. If you lose, you will go to the heavenly planets. So Krishna is saying, if you do your prescribed duty well, then either you will enjoy a happy, satisfied life in this world, and if our past karmas have been so much that they have not completely nullified or got neutralized, then guaranteed after we leave this world, there is going to be unlimited happiness in the heavenly planets. The soul goes to the heavenly planets for performing the duties nicely, and then a resultant good birth is definitely guaranteed. So human life is not about worrying too much about the present. It's about worrying about the future, because present is dependent on the past choices, and how we respond to the reactions that are manifesting in our life due to the past depends or define our future. So both ways. So one more point here, that if we perform our prescribed duties properly, we have perfectly served our friends, family, society, and it might not have been very comfortable, but future is definitely going to be a bright one. So tolerating all the inconvenience that comes along our way and continuing with our duty is the perfect process. Tapasya, it is called tapasya, and human life is meant for some sort of tapasya. That means tolerating things that are not up to the mark, that are not up to our liking, and still continuing with our duties. That is what is expected from a human being, and any amount of tapasya that is undertaken in this regard will definitely lead to rewards in the future. Tapo divyam putrika yena sattvam. Human life is meant for performing some sort of tapasya. So this is swadharma. However, the disadvantage is if we only stick to this, sometimes people think, oh, my duty towards my friends, family, society, that is my duty towards God. There are two types of dharmas that are being spoken here. Swadharma and Sanatan Dharma. Swadharma is duty towards friends, family, society. Sanatan Dharma is duty towards God. That Krishna talks about from text number 39 till 53. Now sometimes people think, oh, but I will just do my Swadharma nicely and that's my service to God. No, both are two different things. And Krishna clarifies. So at max, and other Vedic scriptures also emphasize this point. If we do our prescribed duties properly, at max we will go to heavenly planets in the next birth. But as soon as our pious credits get over, from there also we have to come back again into this material world, which has been described by Krishna as Dukhalem. So our miseries don't end, and the cycle of birth and death does continue. The miseries of old age, disease, death, we have to accept another material body, and the same problems will continue. So this is not the only thing that is going to help us. At max, heavenly planets, then the soul again comes down to this world and has to continue working, and this material world is under certain laws, and the soul who has been given a particular type of body is bound by those laws, which inflict miseries. Birth, if there is birth, there is going to be death, there is going to be old age, there is going to be disease, there is going to be miseries caused by mind and body, miseries caused by others, miseries caused by natural calamities. So we have to see the overall picture. What kind of life do we want? Do we want only temporary happiness, flickering happiness, or we want eternal happiness? Anyways, we have to invest our time and energy somewhere. So is there a way out? Is there a process where if we invest, the results could be eternal and perfection is guaranteed? Because the thing with pious activities, being good, doing good to others, is that unless we achieve 100% success in them, a slight mistake and the result could just be the opposite. It could lead to a lot of stress, a lot of problems. And so one has to become perfect. Even after becoming perfect, like in this world, when we perform our prescribed duties, we try to please our family members, relatives. That doesn't guarantee that they'll be pleased with us always, how much ever we do. So dharma, in one sense, only sticking to swadharma is good, but it is incomplete. It is not a perfect process to end our problems forever. There, we need to engage in our Sanatan Dharma. The results that we receive, the rewards that we get by performing our duties towards friends, family, society are temporary. And slight mistake, the result could just be the opposite. So there is a great risk. And after getting human form of life, still we have to risk our whole existence. That's not very intelligent. So human life means, okay, let me start investing in something that will reap eternal rewards and that will always stay with me. Because the thing with pious credits gained by performing our prescribed duties towards Swadharma are that with time they diminish. The more we enjoy, the more our pious credits diminish. But what we want is, once we invest our time and energy and resources in something, the results should be eternal, and what we want is minimum investment, maximum returns. That is intelligence. That with little effort, we can gain so much. And that's where the second type of dharma, which Krishna starts talking about from text number 39, comes into picture. He says, now, O Arjuna, text number 39, thus far I have described this knowledge to you through analytical study. Now listen as I explain it in terms of working without fruitive results. O son of Pritha, when you act in such knowledge, you can free yourself from the bondage of works. Till now, Krishna has just done analytical study of the soul and the body and performing activities in relation to the body, because friends, family, society are in relation to the body. They have nothing to do with the soul. But thing is, even performing our Sudharma properly, the bondage continues, the bondage of karma. And we are made to dance like puppets by the laws of karma. We don't get freedom. Now Krishna says, I'm going to talk to you about something which will free you from the bondage of works, which will lead to full independence, which will lead to full freedom. And what that means is, consider the situation of a prisoner who has been living for many years in a prison cell, and then when that person is freed, we can't even imagine his feeling. So similarly, at the moment we are bound so much by the three gunas, by the laws of karma, that even if we want something in life, the destiny takes a U-turn, or destiny doesn't give us what we want, and we are not successful in whatever we are trying to do. We might be successful in some, but then we also have to face major setbacks, disappointments in life. We don't want problems, still they come into our life. This is all because of being bound by the laws of karma. These laws are forced upon us. What if the prisoner is set free? He'll be so happy. So that is the result of performing this second type of dharma. And the first benefit that Krishna talks about is immediately it will free you from the bondage of works. We'll be free. We'll be free from the prison cell of the karmic reactions, which every now and then manifest and make our life a living hell. Everything is going on nicely and suddenly there is a huge reversal. Everything is going well and suddenly there is a huge setback. We are just climbing the ladder of success and suddenly there is a downfall. So we never know how much we are carrying in store from the past. Anything can happen any moment. Therefore, we have to hold on to something which can give us eternal protection, which can give us eternal rewards, and can also give us eternal protection from the previous karmas. And that is what Sanatana Dharma is all about. That is what duty towards God does to us. Therefore, Krishna now spends a lot of time explaining the benefits of this dharma, because unless we explain the benefits of a product, how will we ever get attracted to buy it? Therefore, Krishna will talk about in great detail. That we'll discuss in the next podcast. Thank you so much.